Hey, what's going on? It's Ninja Nick, and today we're going to learn how to shift a motorcycle. We're going to go over how to shift and when to shift. There's two different types of shifting. There's upshifting and downshifting. Let's start with upshifting. Let's first learn the controls. This is your clutch lever, and this is your shifter. This is your throttle. To make our upshift, we roll off of the throttle, pull in the clutch, kick up on the shifter. After we kick up, we can release that clutch and continue to give throttle. Here is what that looks like. Off throttle, clutch, kick up, let go of clutch, continue to give throttle. That was going from first gear to second gear. We can continue doing that second to third and so on. So now we know how to shift. When do we shift? We shift because we want to go faster. There's three different ways we can know. The first way is by using the speed of the motorcycle. We can upshift in increments. For example, 20 miles per hour into second, 30 miles per hour into third, 40 miles per hour into fourth. Here is what that looks like. Here we go. 20 shift, 30 shift, 40 shift. We can also shift by using the RPMs. As we're giving throttle, our RPMs will jump up. I usually like to shift in about the 6,000 to 8,000 RPM range. When we upshift, we drop our RPMs back down. So that way we have more room to give throttle. Here is what that looks like. Here we go. 7K shift, 7K shift, 7K shift. The third way we can shift, which is my favorite, is by the sound of the motorcycle. We can use our ears to listen to the motorcycle and shift when it gets loud. Here's what shifting by sound looks like. Sweet, so that's how we upshift. Now how do we downshift? To downshift, we pull in the clutch and kick down on the shifter, then we can release that clutch. Here is what that looks like. Grab the clutch, kick down, release the clutch. Now we're down a gear. We generally downshift because we want to come to a stop or slow down. When we're downshifting multiple gears, I love to pull in the clutch and then release it every time I go down a gear. Here is what that looks like. When doing this, we experience engine braking, which will also slow down the speed of the motorcycle. There is another way to downshift, and that's called a rev match. This takes a bit extra skill, but all we're doing is adding a blip of the throttle. That blip of the throttle increases our RPMs. When we downshift a motorcycle, our RPMs jump up. So we're essentially just getting our motorcycle ready for the downshift. So in one motion, we pull in the clutch, give a blip of the throttle, and kick down on the shifter. One motion. Here is what that looks like. So that's upshifting and downshifting a motorcycle. It just takes time and practice. Don't worry, you'll get it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.